Hey, what's up? This is Dylan Penguin here again, doing another review video. I'm going to be doing it on the Doors Reissues that came out back in 2007. And just before we do this, I understand on what I've uploaded lately, I've only got 2 Genesis box sets down. I did the other ones, but since today, it's the 40th anniversary of Jim Morrison's death, and to me, the Doors are one of my all-time favorite bands, which is why I have the shirt. So, for today, I'm going to be uploading the Doors reissues. I wasn't going to do them, but then, coincidentally, this date came, and I decided I'll do it today. So, let's give this a go. And the first reissue that we have here is the very first album, simply titled The Doors. And truly iconic album, so many key tracks on this thing. Break On Through to the Other Side, of course, Soul Kitchen, The Crystal Ship, Alabama Song, and of course, Light My Fire, the song that got the ball rolling for the Doors. Backdoor Man, End of the Night, and then Take It As It Comes, which is one of my favorite Doors songs, and then the iconic The End. And so that's pretty much the key tracks off of this album. Pretty much every song in this album is absolutely great, you know. Great album, one of my favorite debut albums. And the cool thing about the reissues is Bruce Botnick, who was the original engineer for all the Doors albums, he remixed all the Doors albums, and now you hear stuff like, you hear the uncensored versions of Light My Fire, The End, and Break On Through. Which are really cool, and kind of like the Genesis box reissues, how Nick Davis remixed them. And so on this, there's also bonus tracks on the reissues. And on this one we have Moonlight Drive versions 1 and 2. You hear different versions, and then Indian Summer, which is a song that appeared. It was recorded in these sessions, but then it appeared on the Morrison Hotel, and it's called the 8/1966 vocal, which I guess it's like an alternative take from it. So here's the back, and they also did like the label kind of like on a replicas, like how they had a brown logo for Elektra. So there's that. A nice early shot of the Doors, and then a little introduction from Bruce Botnick. He did a little essay with some really cool pictures. The famous billboard that they put on Sunset Strip to promote the album, which no other band did at that time. Some really cool pictures from their early club shows. Some lyrics with some other cool pictures. Then you have the track listing and the details. So that's the debut album. The next album is Strange Days, another great album from the Doors. A lot of my favorite songs are on this one. Strange Days is my favorite. Your Lost Little Girl is one of my favorites. Love You 2 Times, Unhappy Girl, Moonlight Drive, My Eyes Have Seen You, which is another one of my favorites. When the Music's Over, good track. And then bonus tracks on this thing are People Are Strange, The False Stars in Studio Dialogue, and then Love Me 2 Times, Take 3. Here's the cover. Here's the back. Here's your CD. And then here's a really kind of well-known picture of them in the black, which is actually the cover for their box set, and also I think the shirt. So, we have an intro from Bruce Botnick again. Just to let you know beforehand, before I go any further, for each reissue there's an introduction from Bruce Botnick. So, we have some really cool pictures from the session, some cool live shots, the lyrics, track listing, and details. Next up is one of my favorite Doors albums, Waiting for the Sun. One of my favorites on here. Really good album. Hello, I Love You, Love Street, which is one of my favorites, Not to Touch the Earth, Unknown Soldier, Spanish Caravan, and 5 to 1, which is one of my favorites. And also, this is actually, if you weren't a fan of these reissues, if you're not, this is a must-have because with the bonus content. You have I'll Be Known as Adagio in G minor, which is kind of a well-known piece for the Doors to play. Not to Touch the Earth, Dialogue, takes 1 and 2, and then the reason why this is really worth buying Celebration of the Lizard and the in the demo format. It's the only known studio version of that song. It's a truly iconic song. Celebration was gonna actually be like side 2 of this album, although Paul Rothchild, the producer who produced a bulk of the Doors material, did not want to put it on there. And although Not to Touch the Earth is actually a section from that, although they did play it live a lot of times, and it's truly an iconic song. So, CD, and you have this actual Celebration of the Lizard picture right here. Like on the original album, there was actually a gatefold that had all the lyrics for the Celebration, and then there was this picture of just this lizard, and it says Celebration of the Lizard. So, and here's a picture of the band from the same photo shoot. This is truly one of my favorite Doors covers, just so you guys know. The intro from Bruce, some cool pictures, and then the lyrics, track listing, and details. Next up is the Soft Parade. This is when they kind of did a little more experimenting with horns and symphonies and stuff. Tell All the People, Touch Me, Wild Child, Wishful Sinful, the Soft Parade, good songs on here. The bonus tracks are Who Scared You, which is a B-side for, I'm not sure which single. Versions 1 and 2 of the song Whiskey, Mystics, and Men. Push Push, which is an unreleased jam. Touch Me Dialogue, and Touch Me Take 3. So here's the front, here's the back cover. Then here's the CD. And then also with this like the inlay tray and the booklet, there's a lot of pictures from the infamous Miami show where Jim supposedly exposed himself, which is a load of bullcrap. Here's a picture right there on the inlay, and of course here's a picture on the back of the booklet. Here's the original gatefold of the album, and then you have these pictures are from the Aquarius Theater. This was kind of like their first concerts after Miami, because after that show they were start canceling shows. Picture of Jim from the Miami show. Lyrics, the liner notes, track listing, and details. And then we move on to their comeback album, Morrison Hotel. A great album with just very back to basics album. Roadhouse Blues, of course, Waiting for the Sun, which was one of my favorites. Peace Frog, Queen of the Highway, good stuff. And then there's a lot of bonus material here. Talking Blues, Roadhouse Blues, take 1 to 3, 6, take 1, 13 to 15. Queen of the Highway jazz versions, The Spy version 2, Carol, Money Beats Soul, Talking Blues, and then the Peace Frog False Starts and Dialogue. So here's the back cover, and here's the iconic cover. The CD, and Elektra, I guess, the inner dust sleeve design. The intro from Bruce, some really cool pictures, liner notes, lyrics, and track listing and details. Last album that the Doors did, which actually, you know what, this wasn't the last album they did. They did 2 other ones after Jim died, although you can never find them. LA Woman, I think you get the best out of the Doors here. The Changeling, Love Her Madly, Been Down So Long, Car Hits By My Window, LA Woman. It's pretty much every song in this is great, pretty much. Bonus tracks on here, especially Riders on the Storm, of course, is on here, an iconic song. Texas Radio and The Big Beat, one of my favorites. The title track, LA Woman, Love Her Madly, just pretty much just like the first album, again, just perfect. Bonus tracks are Orange County Sweet, You Need Me, Don't Go No Further, which I think is a B-side. It's really cool. A new label for Elektra, The Butterfly, which is well known. And this, I'm not sure what actually, to this day I still don't know what this is, but it was part of the album artwork. A lot of pictures from the sessions are taken, the intro from Bruce, because they recorded this at their warehouse, in their rehearsal space. Really cool lyrics, track listing and details. And then that was it, really, for the reissues, although to this they added 2 new 2 new additions to their catalog with these reissues. They added the very best of the Doors, and the future starts here. The essential Doors hits. With this, the very best of the Doors, to me, probably the best greatest hits compilation. The Doors have like thousands of greatest hits compilations. This one really stands out. Covers everything really. Just I don't see any missing spaces at all. They also included on this, since it's remastered, the Ghost song, which appears on An American Prayer, which was Jim speaking poetry and the Doors layered some music. And then Gloria, which was recorded during a sound check at the Aquarius Theater. So, this is really good. Actually, if you think about it, Rhino Records did these. And Rhino did a lot of other reissues. They did like the Ramones and they did Foreigner. And if you think, the Ramones had an anthology come out called Hey Hey Let's Go. And then they had a greatest hits album called Loud Fast Ramones. Foreigner had Jukebox Heroes anthology, then Foreigner had complete greatest hits. So pretty much you can just say to yourself, anthology, greatest hits. I don't know, just so you know out there. Here's a good shot of the band right there. CD1, CD2. A little ad for the remastered. An essay, pictures, no lyrics, and then some quotes from the guys in the band, and then some details and photo credits. That's pretty much it for the very best of the Doors. Now, The Future Starts Here is another good one. If you're just a fan starting out, I think this is really recommended. There's a lot of recognizable songs on here. And to be honest with you, it is the exact same thing as the very best of the Doors. The essay is a little different, the pictures are the same, the artwork is kind of the same pictures used. And, I don't know, it's really good. I'll just show it to you. CD, get the ad. Thing, picture of the guys, and then you just get the booklet. It's the same thing, pretty much. So there's really only to show it. So that's the Doors reissues. My personal opinion on these reissues is fantastic. I mean, these have really improved since the original mixes came out. You can hear a lot of different guitar parts, keyboard parts, some new stuff that Jim sang. It's very good, and my personal opinion is, if you don't have these yet, get rid of your old CDs, your records, all your old crap. Get these reissues. They're just completely off the chain. And also, one more thing before I go, I want to mention, at the time, the reissues, when they came out, there was a box set, which I do not have, which I want to get sometime soon. It's called Perception. It has the reissues, bonus tracks, the artwork, same stuff. And then there was a DVD of a 5.1 mix of the album and some video footage. So pretty much, you know, just thinking about it, these are done the exact same way as the Genesis box sets, so it's easily relatable. So anyways, that's about it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll remember you, Jim. 40 years ago, you left this world. Your music lives on forever, so don't forget that. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow I'm gonna continue on with my Genesis reviews. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed it. Very informative, and I'll see you later. Peace.